What's going on, guys, and welcome to another Gran Turismo 6 race car build. My vehicle today is the Ferrari 512BB or 512BB, however you say it. So this is an interesting vehicle. I wanted to do another race car build, and I saw this car, and it had about 481 pp to start with. So I was like, right, I can get this car up to the 550 pretty easily and do a race car build with it. And I thought this would be a pretty good car. I mean, yes, it's quite old. 1976, I believe, was when this car was made, so it is quite an old car. However, it's a supercar, so I thought, and it's a Ferrari, it'll probably be pretty good, right? Well, that wasn't necessarily the case. This car was very interesting to drive. We start off with the power. Amusingly, I actually managed to get 512 brake horsepower out of the car with a bit of fiddling around. Yeah, quite amusing that. It's a 512 and we've got 512 horsepower. How entertaining. Weight, 1,165 kilograms, which is a pretty good weight. Means the power to weight ratio is 2.27 kilograms per brake horsepower, which is the exact same power to weight ratio as the Alfa Romeo 8C, which is currently in first place. So yeah, pretty happy with that. As you see here, I have a very sideways moment. That was, to be fair, that was because I got a wheel on the grass. But yeah. The thing with this car is it's mid-engine rear-wheel drive, so first car to be mid-engine. And it's a weird car. This is possibly a little while ago when I did a video on the rough RGT. I said that was the hardest vehicle I have ever driven on a race car build. This takes the cake. This definitely takes the cake from the rough. This is a much harder car to drive than that rough. It's really twitchy. That's the main problem. This is a very twitchy car, like unbelievably twitchy. And if you just get the twitch wrong, you'll be into a slide. As you'll see around these laps, quite often I'll get it sliding. A lot of cars I don't really get sliding that much, but with this, it's so twitchy, especially around this hairpin here. Not good around there. It gets a really big twitch on around that hairpin. Yeah, it's a really hard car to drive. However, with the power to weight ratio being pretty good, acceleration is very good in this car. Very good acceleration. And also top speed is very good. 140 miles an hour down the back straight, which is on par with the fastest car we've ever had down the straight on the race car builds. I believe it was the Shelby GT350 that also went 140. But yeah, this is tied with the Shelby for first place as fastest vehicle going down the straight. So that is where this car makes up, I think, most of its time. It's very quick in a straight line and pretty damn fast accelerating when you put it up against some of the other cars, like maybe the Commodore, things like that. Even really the Alfa, faster accelerating than that, I would say. Definitely faster in a straight line by 3 miles an hour, which, when you consider how short the laps are on this circuit, is it can make a bit of a difference. But yeah, this was a really hard car to drive. I got it twitching around all over the place. But in a second you will see my final lap, and this lap 4 here, this was the best lap. You'll see at the end of this next lap I have a bit of an issue with the car, so that's pretty interesting, but I'll let you watch that. So yeah. Alright, so we now go on to the times after you see that rather large crash at the end there. And the Ferrari 512, I always nearly say F12, BB, goes into 4th place, which I was very surprised about actually. It's in 4th place out of 18 cars that have gone so far, so it does do very well. If this car wasn't a twitchy mess, this would, I think, quite easily beat the Alpha. It would quite easily be at the top of the table, but it's just way too twitchy. It is really twitchy. This is definitely the hardest car to drive out of any car that I've driven, and it still gets in 4th place, so that just shows you how crazy the acceleration and the top speed is. Like I said though, if it wasn't twitchy, this would, I think by far, it would smash the Alfa Romeo 8C. I think it would just absolutely smash it. But it doesn't, because it is a twitchy horrible mess, and it is not really a car that I particularly like driving. But anyway, that is it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, please go ahead, like and subscribe. Comment what other cars you want to see a race car build on in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next video.